What if joint pain after 65 is not really about getting old? What if it is about choosing the wrong kind of movement for your body right now? What if the daily walk you force yourself to do with painful knees and stiff hips is slowly making things worse instead of helping? And what if ignoring this truth turns small stiffness into fear of moving, fear of falling, and fear of losing your freedom? But what if three very simple and gentle exercises could help your joints feel safer and calmer than walking ever could? That is exactly what we are talking about today. And if you stay with me until the end, you may discover a new way to move that protects your joints instead of hurting them. In this video, you will learn why joint pain becomes more common after 40, 50, and 60. Why walking is not always the best choice for aging joints. What science says about joint-friendly movement. And most importantly, 3 simple exercises that research shows can reduce stress on your joints while improving strength, balance, and confidence. And I will explain how to do them, how many times to do them, who they are good for, who should avoid them, and how to improve safely over time. Before we begin, if you want to stay strong, active, and independent as you age, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and tell me your age and where you are watching from in the comments. Because this channel is made for people just like you, and we read and reply to every comment. Now let us begin. Joint pain after 65 feels frightening because it does not happen suddenly. It comes quietly. First a little stiffness in the morning, then soreness after a short walk, then hesitation before standing up, and research supports this experience. Large studies show that more than half of adults over 65 live with ongoing joint pain, especially in the knees, hips, and lower back. And experts explain that aging joints become more sensitive because the smooth cushion inside the joint gets thinner. The natural joint fluid moves more slowly, and the muscles that protect the joints become weaker over time. And this is where walking can become a problem, because while walking is very good for heart health, research shows that it puts repeated pressure on the knees and hips, especially on hard ground, and for joints that are already sore or weak. This pressure can increase pain instead of reducing it. Studies on joint conditions show that gentle and controlled movement helps joints feel better, more than repeated hard impact. And this does not mean walking is bad. It simply means walking is not always the best starting choice for older adults with joint pain. And ignoring this can slowly lead to moving less, more stiffness, weaker muscles, and a higher risk of falling, which research shows is one of the biggest dangers to independence after 65. The good news is that studies also show joints respond very well to gentle movement, light strength work, and controlled exercises that build support without impact. And this is where the 3 exercises I am about to explain become important. The first exercise is supported joint circles, and this is one of the most overlooked movements for aging joints, because it helps the joints move smoothly by spreading natural joint fluid. And research shows that slow circular movements can reduce stiffness and improve comfort in people with joint pain. To do this, you sit on a chair or stand. While holding something stable like a kitchen counter, you start with your ankles by lifting one foot slightly if seated, or keeping it lightly on the floor if standing, and you slowly move the ankle in a circle 10 times in one direction, then 10 times in the other direction. Then you switch to the other foot, breathing normally and staying pain-free. After the ankles, you gently bend and straighten the knees 10 times. Then move to the hips by lifting one knee slightly and making small circles. Then finish with slow arm circles for the shoulders. This whole routine takes about 5 to 7 minutes. You can do it 1 or 2 times a day, resting when needed. And it is safe for most people over 40, including those with stiffness or balance worries. But anyone with recent surgery or strong pain should speak to a health professional first. And research shows that skipping gentle movement like this leads to more stiffness and makes daily tasks harder over time. The second exercise is chair-supported strength movement, and this is where science is very clear. Many studies show that strengthening the muscles around your joints reduces pain and improves movement in older adults. Because strong muscles protect the joints by taking pressure away from them. For this exercise, you use a strong chair. Stand in front of it with your feet hip-width apart. Slowly sit down until you lightly touch the chair. Then stand back up, using your hands for support if needed. This movement trains your legs, hips, and body core in a way that helps daily life. You do 8 to 12 repetitions for 1 to 3 sets, resting 1 to 2 minutes between sets, moving slowly and with control. This exercise is widely recommended by physical therapists. And if you have strong knee pain or balance trouble, you should use more support and fewer repetitions at first. And over time, you can reduce hand support or add a few more repetitions. And research shows that avoiding strength work leads to muscle loss, which increases joint pain and fall risk. The third exercise is slow marching in place. And this is very different from outdoor walking because there is no forward impact. And you stay in control. Research on balance training shows that slow marching improves hip strength, balance, and confidence. To do this, you stand while holding a chair or wall. Slowly lift one knee only as high as comfortable. Then lower it and switch sides, doing 10 to 20 marches on each side, 1 or 2 sets, resting as needed, focusing on slow movement and steady breathing. This exercise is especially helpful for people who feel unsteady or afraid of falling. And if balance is very poor, it can be done while seated. And research shows that ignoring balance, training greatly increases fall risk after 65. Now imagine the change. Before you wake up stiff, hesitate to stand, avoid going out, and feel upset that your body no longer feels reliable. After you move gently and with confidence, your joints feel warm instead of painful, standing up feels easier, short walks feel safer, and your confidence slowly returns. Not because you forced your body, but because you supported it in the way science shows it needs. And this is the real change. It is not about pain disappearing overnight. It is about learning to trust your body again. And experts agree that gentle and regular movement leads to better comfort, better movement, and greater independence over time. In the end, joint pain after 65 is not a life sentence. Walking is not always the answer. And simple, gentle movement backed by science can protect your joints and your freedom. If you want to stay strong, move with confidence. And care for your body the smart way. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share your story in the comments. Because the small choices you make today protect your independence tomorrow. And your future self will thank you for starting now.